Welcome to the second half of the day, where we're going to be starting off with Tundra versus Shopify Rebellion. An interesting match simply because the fact that Tundra has been looking pretty damn good, and we expect them to look very good going into TI with Thompson. I feel like this is one of those like very rare times where somebody has to make an adjustment in a roster that people are very, very... I think everybody's been behind it. Everybody I've talked to has been like, oh yeah, Thompson's a great replacement for 9.
What are they supposed to do?
Well, usually in these sort of situations, people would be like all doom and gloom, like, oh, they're not going to be the same without X.
Let me take you back a couple of years there, Cap. There used to be a team that had some troubles going into a major international right before the tournament, and they picked up a pub star. And there were a lot of people back then that said, this guy, he's just a hero spammer. He's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
What is he going to do on the main stage versus a real competitive team? You know where those doubters are now, Cap?
Where are they?
North American Dota. So we're right back at that rivalry here, where if you doubt the man, he's going to beat you. That's just how it works.
So what, you think this is a conspiracy that like literally everybody is backing Thompson because they know if you doubt Thompson, then he's going to beat you at TI?
Yeah, don't make him an underdog. It's the worst thing you can do.
Okay.
Just call him the greatest player in the world and he'll choke. It's that simple. Just don't make him an underdog. Not again, please.
Right, that's why he hasn't won a third TI, because...
Yeah, he was too good. He was too on top.
Yeah,
Everyone's, he's the best player in the world. And then what happened?
Well, he should have chose to stand in for a different team then.
Why? Tundra's been fumbling the whole year. They haven't been able to get anything together. That's the perfect time to strike. Just when everybody doubts you.
I believe I recall that you had them winning Riyadh.
I did.
So obviously you didn't think they were fumbling that badly.
Well, where do you think my hair went?
You lost a bet?
I mean, you got to bet on somebody, you know. If Arteezy had pulled a few more serious wins out, might not be fully shaved right now.
I see. All right. Earth Spirits versus Kunkka is going to be the matchup in mid that we're watching between Thompson and Abed. Okay, I was just about to say, not that interesting of a matchup until Abed pulls off a sweet little move like that, but that's also why it's kind of boring. He pulled off a cool move, and it's against Kunkka, so,
I think
the hero can take 5 shots from the tower and not care.
Yeah, these are both some beefy boys. I feel like Earth Spirit mid is one of the most broken late game heroes if you get there with 5 or 6 slots.
Yeah.
Like almost nothing touches him with the late game talents, Octarine.
Are you saying that only because we lose every single one of our party key games against it?
Absolutely, but he is an absolute late game monster. And if you give him a good head start with a fast vessel, some early brace or bottle, that he's getting kills, if he gets to 6 first and kill you, that's where this hero just snowballs out of control. I think Kunkka is one of those interesting matches where maybe you can shut him down early, do well in the lane, and then you have Boat to counteract Magnetize in the fights. It's always been an old school answer. And here, this is another lane matchup where I kind of expect Shopify to do very well in this safe lane, because Sand King used to be one of those answers to Alchemist on the lane back at 8-9, but times have changed. This is just a very strong dual lane for Shopify, something they like.
That is gonna hurt, especially with the rotation coming in from Snake King. If he can get the kill on Arteezy, who smoothly cuts down the Sprout, doesn't take too much damage here, and there's another round of Unstable Concoction. He will not be able to get the first blood, though. He'll die to the poison from 9. And Fly is out of mana, so he's not gonna be able to get the return kill either.
That's the power of the Prophet, man. This is why this hero is first banned every goddamn pub. Get it out of my games.
Yeah.
He's just everywhere all at once with very little punishment because you don't have to level the treants now. Both his first 2 spells got upgraded. Nobody knows why.
Yeah, somehow they made the most brain-dead lane-winning hero in Dota even simpler to play. It's actually incredible. 33.
A little early.
Yeah,
I guess he was trying to dodge the disruption, but...
Yeah, he was afraid disruption was going to screw up his Inkswell damage, so he pops it early, but that means they miss out on that, and Arteezy is going to take even more damage on his way back from 9.
I mean, this is the kind of kills you want early on this Grimstroke lane, not just for the Grimstroke XP, but you want to punish the Sand King before 33 gets to this Vanguard. That's your window to do it. If the Sand King has a powerful start versus the Alk, the best thing this hero has going for him is, 1, he can push the lane in very fast and take your tower by attrition through the creeps, and 2, he can invade your junglers and steal the stacks.
Yeah.
I mean, the player I think about with that is, what is it, TI 8, we're talking about some tops and arrow TIs, that's why it's reminding me. Chalice Sand King.
Chalice Sand.
He was invading some jungles with that hero back then. So it's a bit of a throwback.
This has been a little while since this hero was good. I would say there was just a small moment in 2018 where he was good.
Yeah, there was one patch and they said, get the hell out of here. The hell is this hero doing in competitive? But he's back, I think his Ags is kind of what helping him. The new Sandstorm with the Ags. You get to like the 4 or 5 slots. He's pretty scary in the late game. Still has the level 25 blind talent as well. Not something you can scoff at when we're talking about late game matchups here between the carries. And it's probably going to be another map control-y game from Tundra, something they really like to do. Again, the panel is talking about how is Thompson going to fit into this team with the style and tempo they play. I mean, Shopify is all in on the lanes here, just dominating at speed. How much can Tundra combat that? I expected both these side lanes to honestly go a little better for Shopify, just looking at the heroes.
Yeah.
So the fact that Tundra's kind of going even here, I think they're pretty damn happy with that. And they have the Furion, so the second this Naga becomes independent, you're going to start 3v2ing top or 2v1ing the runes. That's where this hero shines.
There was a period of time, probably not long after Dawnbreaker came into the game. Dawnbreaker and Hoodwink was still very popular. And it's kind of sometimes an awkward duo just because you can chop down a lot of trees with Dawnbreaker. The Bushwhack kind of like sets you up to be able to close the distance with Dawnbreaker, but you don't want to kill the Bushwhack, otherwise you kill a decent amount of damage.
TP on the bottom, try and kill it on group, and they will.
Okay, so it continues to go badly because, you expected Shopify to do better in the lanes, and maybe they got that kill, but Skeeter was still top CS. Nothing was slowing him down, and now they've even gotten a return kill.
Lanes are still doing okay for Shopify on the net worth, though. The CS wasn't crazy for them, but this is perfectly fine, right? You just want to get this lineup into the mid-game where the Earth Spirit and the Dawnbreaker combine and just run that tempo straight into Tundra before their cores are ready to group up. That's where the Kunkka pick for Thompson really has to shine. He has to kind of hold the lineup together, especially in the first 15 minutes here, and make sure that the moves Shopify want to make do not work out on him.
Nicely played. Great combo there between Crit and Abed, but is this going to be enough? In fact, Thompson even turned around to deliver some extra damage, dodges the stroke, and doesn't get hit by the continuation of the ultimate there from Abed.
I mean, why are you even trying to stroke him?
don't say it that way.
Why are you even trying to stroke this man? There's no point. He's got too many rings. Just, Here's the push-in with the Vanguard Sand King. This is something that... How long does Arteezy want to stay up here? He does not have 6 yet. He ideally wants to go jungle pretty soon. That's where the Alchemist makes the gold shine. And it's just going to get free farm to 33. And again, now the Tundra supports are getting freed up. So you have a choice here. You can play it slow. You can stack with the Shadow Demon. Just play max efficiency. Kunkka's a really good stack clear. So is the Sand King. I mean, Naga, no slouch either. So 9 can just choose to boost his own levels, which I think is the easiest role with this hero for sure. Just get really big on the Shadow Demon lineup. Go into the mid-late game really happy. Let Shopify go into you, right? You don't want to go into this lineup and then give this Dawnbreaker or Earth Spirit really good turnaround. It's not where you shine. You want Shopify going into you, ideally on the Kunkka or the Naga, and then you just get to turn it super easily. Again, Tundra very happy playing this kind of slow defensive game here. Onus is on Shopify to get something done.
Crit walking through the trees, but he's trying to deliver physical damage to finish off a Naga Siren, and that's just not going to work. In fact, they're going to get punished for this one. Ooh, the Bushwhack doesn't actually latch onto 9. He'll get a couple extra poisons hits onto Saberlight. If he can get one more, does he have the mana? He doesn't. The wand charges are coming up, but they're going to be a bit too late off the mark there with that final poison.
Man, Snake, you got to go die, man. You need some urn charges for...
Oh yeah, it's true.
This is where the Prophet can really shine, because you get this fast turn on Furion, you can insta TP to their fountain, die, and get an urn charge. This is the type of secret strat that you're going to need to win TI. Owie,
okay,
can have that one.
Legitimately, is that a play or not?
What?
Like teleporting into fountain and dying to get the urn charge.
I mean, I just made it up, but it does sound actually pretty good. So.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like if you get it early enough, especially since one of another advantage about Furion is you don't have to get boots.
I don't know, you're convincing me now of my own stupid idea. It does sound pretty good, actually.
I mean, you rush it at like, 4, 5, 6 minutes, something like that. Like, you can be dead for just 20 seconds in exchange for an urn charge.
Yeah, that's pretty... If you get a kill off that, it's worth it for sure.
Is he gonna land it? Of course he's gonna land it. It's Thompson. gets the X back, lands the boat, can even deliver some damage on a crit. Oh, they're going to kill him too, it looks like. Unless he somehow managed to get a miss. He does not. Thompson cleans up a double in the bottom lane.
This is early combination of Tundra cores I was not expecting in this game. These are kind of static cores, but they are finding the openings, and the stacking by 9 has gotten out of control.
He didn't get the Inkswell on him. He got through the animation, but then he went into his invulnerability for him. Not that it matters. Abed gets the kill anyway.
He had to commit the Magnetize and the DD, though.
Yeah.
That's a lot of power you would have liked to take a core down with. I mean, I guess they're going to commit it in the idea they'll get the stacks afterwards. Thompson does not like this. Oh, boy. This man's getting his stack stolen right now.
All right, so the hard cam taken away. The Ancient's obviously too much for Shopify to do anything about.
Still, this Kunkka's level 9. He's highest net worth. He's a beast right now. And again, they're moving the Sand King around before Blink, before mobility.
Gonna land onto the Sand King. He is gonna get hit by the Dawnbreaker ultimate combined with the Inkswell and dead just like that. Fly, he's gonna be able to get off the Soulbind thanks to that kill. He picks up level 6, puts the two heroes together. They don't have any single target to take advantage of this so much, but it looks like just the hold is gonna be good enough for the boat. Coming up in a second, but it looks like Thompson's going to take out either way. Saberlight swings one hammer hit to finish him off and goes for 9. But he'll get that kill. So, great turnaround there for Shopify Rebellion. As an attempted, as you said, very aggressive move.
I think that move is... Maybe they were just feeling better in this game than it was actually going. That's the type of move their lineup, as I was talking about, I don't see it making and it going well. You already have the Vessel up on the Earth Spirit. You have Dawnbreaker ult ready. Sand King is not a hero with Arcane Boots Vanguard that is really doing much in these fights. It looks great.
Yeah,
it's not that impactful.
Maybe if you have the higher levels, you have the max out Burrow Strike.
Sure, but we are a long way from that.
Yeah.
Maybe Thompson telling the troops that it's time to fight. And able to refuse the captain. He'll clean another hero up, push him towards the Blade Mail. That's another thing, like if you have this early Blade Mail, maybe you can take those fights as well. Just reflect some of the damage. Yeah. Hail Rush for the Hoodwink, pretty interesting. And it'll be 33 clearing the stacks. I mean, who else on this team gets Ancient priority? Though he did make the move to mid, so he's probably like... That's probably why he made it.
Yeah, absolutely. He wanted to be around those Ancients.
Yeah, if you just go straight into the Ancients, your team's kind of like, hey man, that's too greedy, but you made the move. You died. Well, now he needs him to get back in the game.
Yeah, you either get the kill and you're like, well, I deserve the Ancients after getting, helping you with your mid lane, or you die and then you're like, guys, I need the Ancients to recover. That makes sense, yeah.
Shield Rune Earth Spirit, incredibly strong at this point in the game.
You are not touching that guy. In fact, anybody teleporting in, I would advise caution because Abed is probably not afraid to continue to dive with the Shield Rune.
Honestly, this Kunkka Earth Spirit matchup has not looked that great for the Kunkka. Now, his lineup's pretty slow. He doesn't have a lot of people to help him fight, but even just the rate he dies to this Magnetize before you have the Boat Rum come into play, that just feels pretty bad.
Yeah.
And
meanwhile,
you give this Earth Spirit a game, he's going to run away with it.
Yeah, he's got a much better, like, as you said, slow lineup for the Kunkka to play around, but also, I would say, current Grimstroke is, for my money, the best hero to run with Earth Spirit.
He has maxed the stroke, though. This is not a, support build from the Grimstroke.
Why do you think that is?
I mean, he's probably afraid of, like, the Shadow Demon Purge. Maybe he just wants to use it as kind of a chain pop rather than damage, but...
Yeah.
I don't know. It is an interesting idea. It'll help with Naga Illusions and the Wave Shove. That's the biggest factor in this game.
Yeah, that's actually a big point.
Like, you want to go into this mid game and you're worried about your lanes getting shoved in, and Hoodwink doesn't necessarily deal with them the best, and when you're going this early Veil build, you got to have someone pick up the slack. It might just be the MO for Fly, but Abed is continuing to just run rampant in this game. What is the answer right now to the Earth Spirit? He's just going Midas. He almost has Midas. He's got to be massive, dude.
Ooh. Yeah, you give Earth Spirit levels like that. I mean, this guy has some pretty sick strength gain. 3.8.
Yes.
Might as well be a Centaur.
He also has some sick talents if you get to them. So Midas is incredibly good on this hero.
Yeah, he's already got the 10 talent, which helps a lot because of the fact you do tend to ignore boots. I don't like this trend. A lot of heroes ignoring boots lately. And we saw a crit, no boots for him, rushing the Veil. Abed, no need for that. Furion, another hero, no need for boots.
I mean, you say Furion, where has the Furion been in this game?
Yeah, where are you at, Snaking? I mean, he's been farming. I've been watching him sprout creeps.
Yeah, it's just, but it goes back to there's not much action happening for this Kunkka to play around, right?
Yeah.
Which I think is one of the It's one of the things that feels bad with this hero sometimes, when you just don't have the early damage to help the Kunkka make moves, which is kind of what Thompson's been looking to do this game, because he has 2 other cores that are taking Ancients and farming the map. So you just have to be patient, wait for your time to strike, and it's going to give space to Shopify, and that means space to the Alchemist to hopefully pull ahead here, which he wants to do right now. Closing in on the Radiance, it'll be... honestly feels a little slow here, but I guess his laning stage was pretty rough.
That's a cute move. X marks the spot onto the Furion to see if he can grab the Wisdom Rune away.
Every little thing counts here.
If he gets in trouble, just pull him back real quick.
And it will not be the Midas, it'll be a Blade Mail for Abed. So, forsaking the greed, going for the speed.
I feel like the speed is pretty important here because I don't know. I'm just looking at this Naga Siren. I think I would much rather have a lineup that plans to end the game by 30 minutes. You know, that Alchemist first like 3-item peak, I want to do a lot of damage in that period of time.
Are you going to be able to do that though? Like, what forces the objectives for this game? It's only the Alk, and Alk is not that fast of a Roche or tower taker unless he's just killing people in the fights and joining them afterwards. I don't know if you can really escalate the tempo of this game that fast for Shopify in terms of ending the game, like at the 30-minute mark.
You don't think so? I mean, they have the global combination here of Earth Spirit starting a fight and Dawnbreaker following up. Great counter, though, by 33. He's going to get 2 core kills off of that one. Oh, never mind. Didn't get the Earth Spirit. He managed to finish up his roll, got on out of there, and barely survived.
These are some tanky brawlers in mid. You really have to think about how much damage you're committing on and how much it takes. And Blink right on cue for 33 as they'll instantly smoke and make another quick move with it. Now you have your initiator and your counter initiator online. Makes the map a lot easier to play. That ancient stacking has paid off and has propelled all 3 cores to a pretty nice position here for Tundra. Again, Radiance is out for Arteezy, but can you use it is the big question.
And is it going to be used against him too, as we're going to head back into the game here where 9 just had a poke at him. Nothing major. They had that smoke gank, but 9, I guess, was the only one with real faith that they were going to find something. The other 2 go off to push that top tower.
Should be a quick freebie.
Oh, go back to use the boulder, but I mean, they'll die for sure. It's just a question of how many spells they have to cast.
Yeah, see, now there's a man you can stroke. It's an easy one right there.
Yeah, snaking. Guess you may have some experience with that.
Oh, that was
far more intimately than the rest of us. Saberlight, pull him back in. He's got another hammer up in 2 seconds. Oh, he tried to go up the cliff, didn't quite make it. Either way, the Blade Mail was probably going to help burn him out.
This is a Dawnbreaker it's fallen a bit behind on the map, and you went for this Echo Saber build, so it's a physical DPS Dawnbreaker, not like a Greaves Pipe or something where you're buffing up your other cores. I think it's reasonable considering you have an Earth Spirit mid and you have 2 other spellcasters. Nothing wrong with this build, but when you're behind with this on the hero side, you get to a point where you don't have enough damage to cleave through the heroes, and then you're just stuck in a fight with spells that are worse than the enemies.
Nice snaking. Nice snaking. Oh, they want more. Okay, maybe that was a little greedy. Gets the shot off onto the Shadow Demon. The Dawnbreaker is going to be able to help him out, though. Earth Spirit was in trouble, but instead, Abed is going to be able to get away. Now it's going to be Saberlight in trouble. The Epicenter is coming in, trying to give him a little bit of help with the Inkswell to keep this hero at bay. They're tied together, but no! Won't be able to get off the Unstable Concoction in time. Skeeter comes in with his lead just at the right moment. And they're just going to have to use this strength to hit the tower instead of winning a big fight. But they were oh so close to getting.
That was a pretty valuable sleep, honestly. You stopped Arteezy cleaning up that fight there. And we were thinking about this Grimstrokle. There's nothing to pour into it this game other than the concoction.
Yes, that is definitely the best
You can chuck an Acorn, but this is not a high damage Acorn. So when Arteezy joins these fights, if you still have the link up, if there's no Shadow Demon illusions with the Radiance, this Alp is going to be pretty impactful. That's exactly the type of connection Shopify are looking for. And another good fight with Donald bailing out an overcommittal from Tundra. Sand King getting blink canceled, not able to do too much. That is an aggressive Lotus take.
Caught him just on the edge of that net. And Crit giving the kill to Abed. So now back to the Midas for Abed. Okay.
I respect that. You got to get it at some point, right? The levels are just way too good. How can you refuse? I mean, the fact Tundra have 3 level 13 cores, almost 14, is kind of insane when you think about this game is not even going that well for them, right?
Yeah, those Furion kills are worth an okay amount of experience, but not enough to make up for the fact that Tundra's usually farm in 3 different lanes.
They just have so much wave clear. That said, they are getting their lanes pushed in a little bit right now, outside of the Naga, which is looking to cut the next 2. This is your window to find the fight.
Nice kickback, beautiful stuff. Straight up into the bushwhack, chain it with the unstable concoction. Shopify looks pretty damn good when it comes to these small little combos that they're pulling off the Earth Spirit from Abed.
They've been finding these openings, especially onto this Kunkka. It's a tough hero to start on if the disruption save or the sleep are there. They have not been. And this is a BKB out. He's fine.
Abed. Oh, they have the Dawnbreaker ultimate too, just to make sure. But yeah, that damage wasn't even close.
That's just free illusions right there.
Yeah, that's money in the bank for RTZ. Got a Satyr camp too, even better.
He's 1,000 ahead of the Naga, and you go to the second item BKB. This is where you want to force the objectives. Again, not that fast, but kind of have to do it at some point. When does the Roche come out for Shopify into all this AoE around the pit with the Naga, Kunkka, and Sand King? It is absolutely terrifying to just force it. Got to keep scaling, trust in your scale. That's where this Midas is going to feel good for Abed. Like, you go into late game with this Earth Spirit. I mean, we're talking about this Naga Alk. Does Earth Spirit carry this game? I feel like he does. Does he? I think so. What touches 5-slotted Earth Spirit? I'm telling you, man, everybody has been in an unranked party queue game with a 6-slotted Earth Spirit. It's the alpha omega Dota hero. There's nothing you can do. It's just, it becomes invincible. It's unstoppable. It has no cooldowns. His talents are broken.
It is pretty terrifying.
I'm telling you, that's the face of a man who knows if this game goes to 80 minutes. There's only one SEA player in this game right now.
He knows 60-minute plus Dota.
That's damn right he does. He grew up in it.
21-minute Wisdom Rune. RTZ has parked himself in a great spot to collect it while doing Ancients. He's got his Blink Dagger. AC going to be coming up next. He'll just make these strength heroes that he's paired up with even tankier. You do have a nice combination of just like a bunch of like 3 different strength heroes that all just kind of go in, and 2 high damage dealing backliners.
That's what you want when you have this type of support duo. It's not going to give you much utility. That's where the Donald feels really good, and the fact you have the Earth Spirit who can go in and start the fight and give you lockdown feels really nice as well.
Oh, he doesn't have a way to cut down the trees. It's that point in the game where you have forsaken your Quelling Blade, and now you regret it because the Furion. Crit trying to get himself out, but of course that ultimate is not going to get him away from the X that is going to hold him in place.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, the Shopify lineup, it's tried to deal with the Sprout through just the mobility spells. Between the Hoodwink, the Earth Spirit, the Dawnbreaker. And that's one of the ways you can do it, and it feels great. Downside is you went this Orchid on the Naga, you combine it up. You have X as well. These mobility spells are not doing much for you unless you're willing to commit the BKBs. That's what's so annoying about Nature's Prophet right now. I mean, Sprout basically just, it forces you to react to the spell in ways you don't really want to.
Yep.
God, I hate this hero. I'll say it for everybody out there.
90% of the Dota player base agrees with me now. I know that much. Like, if they keep this hero with this Sprout, can I just have an extra slot for a Quelling Blade?
I was about to praise Topps' efficiency here, but what's he blade mailing? Losing his touch.
You're right. He's really going to regret that 25 mana he used.
You never know. That's a third of a mango right there. Not even. NA math. That'll do a Tormentor. And it goes to Snaking. Well deserved.
So now he's got the Shard. And he's actually going to go for Pipe next on the Furion. I was wondering if he was going to get the Ags just for some extra lockdown against some very mobile heroes.
It's never bad, honestly. That's the other thing about this Prophet. Almost
Shard
and
Ags.
Yeah. Not bad. Skeeter is very alone here.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, he was just poking and playing with his illusions, and of course they were smoked, so they bypassed the vision. He had very good positioning on them. That's just a good smoke. I mean, that's It's one you hope to dodge based on where you're seeing heroes show on the map, but he basically took a gamble. It'll pay off for Shopify. As again, they're thinking about this Roshan. It's just not fast enough. Even with a Naga kill, 30 seconds. They don't feel like they can make it happen, and that's going to enable a move for Tundra. Cannot get too greedy on the map right now. This is where you're closing in on that Earth Spear BKB. In fact, it's flying out. A death now.
Dawnbreaker, is that heal going to be enough? The boat's coming in, and it's enough. Abed falls. They might be able to get the return kill on to 33, but Saberlight's already taken a decent amount of damage. Has an Inkswell, big stun on to 2, but can't get away. Once again, the Sprout causing him problems. He'll cut down, not 33. He doesn't fall. He blinks away to safety, and it's Crit who's going to be dragged in the undertow of Tundra. Now, Arteezy is going to come in with some decent damage, but again, halted by Inkswell. He's going to get a Radiance Burn, he's going to get an Acid Burn, a stroke to the face, and that will be enough for that kill. Skeeter will be able to get the return onto Crit, though, on the side. Song not quite stopping Arteezy from having an entrance, though.
So Skeeter just left him to die to get a DD rune. I'm pretty sure Thompson lives there.
I don't think he did.
No, I think he would have lived.
No, because he was on Acid and he was on Radiance Burn.
I know, but he was like regenning up pretty well. He might have still had some boat rum on him. They could have disrupted the Alk. I still think it's hilarious. Skeeter's like, no, you're dead.
No, he couldn't have disrupted Alk because he disrupted the
Yeah, but if the sleep goes out, could have stayed. Well,
it was a cooldown on disruption.
No, I'm saying he could have disrupted Alk instead of the Kunkka.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, if he did that.
I mean, I just think it's funny that, you know, Skeeter didn't even think about it. He just went for the DD.
Yeah.
Like, DD ruining the river. I'm going to carry. What happened mid, guys? Look at how tanky this Sand King is, man. Like,
yeah.
Early Lotus pickup with the plate mail built in. He lives on like 10 HP. This is brutal. And another fight that Arteezy joins, he at least gets the cleanup kill. I mean, this is pretty... I feel like he lives here, and you know he has a bottle charge. Come on,
He's got 85 HP.
I think he came out of this. I mean, DD rune though. DD rune, man. Double damage. You
the call of the DD. You can't resist it.
I think it's worth a mid. It's worth a mid player to. Well, welcome to Tundra, Thompson. This is an efficiency team, first and foremost. The fight comes second.
Yeah.
Get with the program.
Just unlucky, honestly, that it wasn't like a haste rune or a regen.
You think he says that after some of the games? I'm saying, you know, Ana would have slept for me.
I don't think Ana would have.
Ana would have slept for me. That's all I'm saying. That's when you bring out your coach. Because AUA, he's got 2 championships as well.
That's true.
So you can bring him out with slap him in the back of the head.
Slap that Thompson.
You ain't the only one with 2 TIs here. We'll have that Torrent Storm going into his own BKB, and this is the part of the game where the Tundra lineup, some of the damage starts to overlap, right? They don't have a lot of physical to pour into the BKB timings coming out from Shopify Rebellion here, which means you're kind of relying on taking a long fight or getting the initiation and chaining some of the spell damage together, because the Kunkka Sand King are overlapping in what you want to do here. It puts a lot of onus on Skeeter to be able to get in there and right-click somebody, which is hard. It's tough in this matchup when the Alk is keeping up.
Oh, that's interesting. The Ghost is going to be able to spot out where they're retreating to and give an opportunity for Abed to chase. Now, it looks like Arteezy did jump forward to go after the Sand King. They easily get the Shadow Demon kill with the Dawnbreaker set up by Arteezy's blink forward. They'll get 33 as well. And now Tom's going to be in some trouble trying to get him some help. But if the BKBs, as you said, not much can stop it. The song, though, goes out. The BKBs wear it thin. Thompson with this torrent, maybe? But no, Arteezy blinks forward after the song almost immediately, looking to be able to catch up to Skeeter. All by doing the save. Can he get a kickback perhaps onto Skeeter? Doesn't quite hit the roll there. Second attempt, not gonna land.
It's so hard to catch this Naga, but again, the triple BKB timing from Shopify, there's just no turning that fight. The second you get called out, the second that fight is not on your terms if you're Tundra, you gotta get the hell out of there, because you are doing nothing.
Are they going to get anything for it, though? They pinged Roshan.
I mean, that has been the question. Can you do the objectives with this lineup? There's no Death on the Dawn. I think at this point, like, you kind of want to man up for it. That's where that chase hurt you a lot.
Yes.
I honestly think a play you can make there is, like, after that initial hero goes down on Arteezy committing in, you just go Roche, right? You could argue it's maybe worth more than an extra kill, but of course, you get those kills, they mean a lot. It's pretty nice. Still, it's another fight that doesn't translate into game progression here for Shopify.
I will also say, does Aegis help you that much?
No.
You've hit your triple BKB timing. You're already winning fights. They're already kiting you.
If you think you can go high ground, it helps you.
Sure.
That's another question. I'm going high ground in this game.
Yeah, go high ground, but they haven't even taken any tier 2s yet.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's 5 or 6 slotted Earth Spirit. That's what I'm saying. That's it. You get to a point where Abed just rolls through the entire team. They're all dead, and the game ends as a consequence.
Oh, we spotted the Shadow Demon. I thought they were going for the Sand King there. In fact, they had the vision to do so. Abed, he'll take advantage of that vision to catch Snake King.
Yeah, these are great finds right now. Absolutely free. Surely.
Now
it is time for Roshan. Surely. Now.
I mean, there's no way you get 2 hero kills just outside of the pit to hit a tier 1 tower. Well, they hit a tier 1 tower.
I mean, they got that tower. Messed it up.
Well, with the tower gone, maybe that means they feel like, okay, Tundra can't really contest Roshan anymore. We can do it, guys. I mean, honestly, if they contest against triple BKB.
Yeah, I don't even know if they can win the fight at this exact point in the game, right? You have the Ag Sand King, you have this Ags Kunkka, you have so much AoE magic.
Holy crap, they are making a fast move up the top. Do they catch Skeeter? Ooh. Beautiful spot, hit him with the roll. Now get the chain. If they get the chain, it's good, and it looks like they've got him. Yeah. Very nice stuff. Tundra, I think, were very certain that Shopify was just going to do Roshan there. But RTZ and the rest of Shopify pick up the pace a little bit, move through the gate.
Wait, place the fast Dota. What did he roll on there?
Huh?
The last roll that was supposed to hit the Sand King, it hit something else. What did it hit?
Oh, Roshan was on the other side anyway.
Well, yeah, but it was up there when they got the 2 supports.
Yeah, sure.
But that'll be another triple BKB fight for Shopify that there is no turnaround the second you're on top of that Naga. It's all your physical DPS out the window. Really nice catch there from Abed. Man, he has had a tremendous game here on the Earth Spirit. 7-1-9, just beat everything for the team, getting the supports enabled. This is where Shopify feel in their element. When you get to play through Abed on the team fight initiator, that's why the Storm Spirit has always worked so well.
Yep.
And here's his brother doing the same. He'll take that Aegis. Went Kaya for the Kaya Sanj. This Earth Spirit hurts, man. It's a lot of damage. They
had an idea that Snake King was here. I'm not sure how exactly they knew, but they got him.
I mean, he's just not been able to rat this map at all.
No.
He's just been food. And this is not where the Furion shines. You want to be getting these nice support items up and winning the team fights for your team, pulling out a net worth advantage. At this point, you're just giving gold into Abed's pocket.
It's Saberlight too. Saberlight is now going to be able to work back to Adesso, which for me is where I feel more confident about Shopify if Dawnbreaker can make a transition into a physical damage dealer.
For sure, because then you have this huge minus armor disparity here. Like, where's the armor going to come out on this Tundra lineup? You have some tanky boys, but not against Deso Acid Spray AC. You're going to get shredded. It'll be a hex for Skeeter to try and turn what is happening in this game right now. As it's been a lot of Shopify momentum. Not a lot of teamfight victories for Tundra. As BKB is done for Topson, you have your Ag Sand King from earlier in that hex. So now you have some initiation power, and you have the teamfight to back it up. If you can stall out the BKBs, that is the big question. Can you get through this timing, or can you kill someone before they get it off? Naga Illusions going to 3 lanes can always stall this game. But what are you stalling for? I'm not sure you win this ultra late if you're Tundra. It gets pretty murky. Maybe with like Sand King 25, but again, this Earth Spirit late game is no joke, man.
If you can get them, kite out the BKBs, if you get them inside of Ag Sand King Sandstorm,
yeah, that
and the Torrent Storm, like, you're not moving anywhere. You are perma-stunned.
It's definitely weird. It's one of those lineups where the AoE team fight in the ultra late, when heroes are tanky enough to survive those BKB jumps, I don't know what you're doing.
And you have the song to help kite out the BKBs too. So.
Okay, but what happens if you get Ag's Earth Spirit Stone kicked in?
Perfect time to song them.
What if it was the Naka? Who songs for the sleeper?
Well, that's That's where you exit. No, but he's already turned to stone.
Can't exit.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Well, very even game net worth-wise, but it does not feel like the net worth has been used to the same effect. And if you're Shopify, you get a couple more objectives out of this Aegis side period. I think you're going to be pretty happy. Here gets his Octarine on Nurse Spirit with that level 20 talent. He's going to be an absolute beast in the fights. Start pulling some ags, too. Now we're talking. I mean, you already have one built by Fly on this Crit, who, by the way, has just been farming the whole game. So Crit has picked up the utility slack with the Medallion and Force Staff here. Pretty interesting Hoodwink build. He's just playing for the stuns. It's also one of the interesting things about this hero after the buff that I was playing him more. You get extra cast range off of being in the trees and whatever, right? When you build these utility items, you get that cast range now. It's like a coddle. So some of these Force Staff, Solar Crest, random items that used to not be as good on this hero are suddenly way better, and you can use them way better in the fights.
Weird. I didn't even catch that change.
Yeah,
Scurry gives you 50, 100, 150, 200 attack/cast range.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. The attack range is not, I mean, it's nice, but like, it's the cast range you actually feel.
Yeah,
You're throwing these bushwhacks from way farther away. You're throwing these Force Staffs way more reliably in the fight. So it's an interesting idea with the hero. Like, it's like a utility Hoodwink here. You're still doing a lot of magic damage, but you're providing a lot for your Alchemist. And then it allows Fly to go for the greedier build here on the Grim, which has just been Aether Lens into straight Ag Shard. Lot of spell damage and utility coming out from this Grimstroke right now. Not the best reflection targets, but you will take a Naga every time. You can use those off the illusions far on the map. That is an Ob's, not a Sentry.
Got him with the Bushwhack and the Blink in Abyssal. Lotus Orb turning some spells, but they'll get the kill, and we'll take a Tormentor for their effort too, potentially. Shadow Demon. Oh, that song, it's not going to stop Saberlight, but can Saberlight get this kill on 9 before his BKB runs out? Disruption on Stealth. Looks like they're going to give up on the Shadow Demon. Thompson, and well, at least Skeeter's walking back. Thompson's still putting up a fight, though. Trying, lockdown by the Soulbind with the illusions. Now Skeeter runs back in, but now it's Thompson's turn to back away. Snaking's fighting the mix of this one, but Skeeter can't really stand toe-to-toe against this Arteezy Alchemist. Not good enough. These AoE stuns, and now the damage is too much for the rest of Tundra.
Triple buy.
A lot of buybacks, but if they can't save Skeeter, is it even worth it?
I mean, how much can you buy and commit here if you're Tundra to even get anything? You have a 1 Kunkka left, but what is the catch? It's just not there. I think Shopify are out.
Oh my god, Fly. Okay, at least he
died
does.
To Tormentor.
Oh, he did die to the Tormentor.
He didn't even get Fly. Triple buy and you got a Dawnbreaker out of it. Everything coming up Shopify here, as that was like a 10k gold extension off that single fight. Brutal economic damage here for Tundra as they still search for answers in these team fights. That was a fight where they actually did a decent job stalling out the initial BKB initiation with the song and disjoining the 3 cores here. It just doesn't lead into anything. There's no turnaround.
Oh my god, he died to his own illusion hitting the Tormentor.
Wait, is that a 0 head or a 10 head play?
That is the 0 head play. There was no other damage he was going to take.
Yeah, but it looked cool.
Me too.
I mean, you know what they say about that Furion? The best body in Dota.
That is true. Yeah, yeah. Maybe the Furion, the level 18 Furion is better than the level 17 Naga Siren.
And is Fly the best player body in Dota?
That is true. It's all about the bod.
We're just bot on bot action out here. Stroking it up.
And now he's got the extra long stroke. It's just
that's what can
fit with the bod. Man,
I mean, it's nice.
I'm getting a little hot.
Story just writes itself. Storecrafter. Now this is a neutral item that I think we're going to see a lot more of. I think it's gone up in priority the way the tiers have been switched around.
Yeah.
But this is just an item that it does a crap ton of damage in the fights. You're on these heroes that are going in. 35 move speed as well, no joke, on a hero that doesn't have boots. Pretty damn nice for the Earth Spirit. And then you're just pumping out the DPS. Shiva's done as well. This is where this hero becomes an abomination, honestly. What do you do versus?
Chain the stun. Oh, good disruption. 9 sitting right behind Thompson is able to bail him out, give him an opportunity to get off the BKB, but now he needs to get away from the bashes. Does do so. Snaking and 9 doing a good job of bailing Thompson out, but Arteezy, he's not done just yet. Wants to be able to blink forward, gets another concoction, but now the side comes through from Skeeter. They're trying to get the easy kill on Snaking, but they've been in deep, and they get hit by the epicenter inside of the sandstorm. Is this too much for Arteezy? It's not. Down to half health, but not a care in the world as he keeps on looking for more kills right in front of the fountain, and he'll have it too. Oh, pulled back into the fountain, but no, Saberlight gets away as the illusions will take up the damage. Nobody gets caught, nobody gets punished. Shopify will come through pretty damn clean.
They just jam it in, and there is no damage to turn the fight around. Even the fountain cannot help you here, as you are going to get pulled back, but you are going to get slaughtered on the way as Abyssal will clean up Thompson here. And man, when was the last time Tundra got a kill, let alone a teamfight win in this game?
Yeah.
Man? Outside of Fly killing himself on the Tormentor, it's been all downhill. These heroes are way too tanky. The items just came out way too fast here. Damn,
yeah, like they've gotten, what, the Hoodwink and the Dawnbreaker, both bad exchanges, right? Both like some 1-for-4 team fights that were terrible.
It's a consolation prize at this point. No answer for the Alchemist, no answer for the Earth Spirit. And they are approaching those late game talents here as Arteezy hit his 25 and Abed is on the way. It only gets harder.
They're going to take 2 lanes here pretty easily. Another 30 seconds left on 2 of the cores from Tundra.
Honestly, it felt like Tundra thought this game was going to be a bit more controlled. Like they were going to be able to shove the waves, play the map more, not get picked off as much, and put Shopify in a position where they didn't get the numbers fight.
Yeah.
But a lot of these fights were Shopify just smoking, like the smoke pickoff, they got the Naga top. They went top twice and killed supports around that Radiant offlane tier 1, where we thought they were going to Roche. It feels like the pickoffs have been too easy for the amount of map pressure Tundra wanted to create in this game with a Naga Siren draft that we're used to seeing from them. It just hasn't come together, and that's a big portion of how these lineups function. If you don't get the lanes in, if you're not controlling where Shopify can be, I mean, these fights are just too damn easy. And at this point, you have overwhelming DPS coming through.
I would say the play where they killed the Naga Siren by going through gate before Roshan.
That was a big one as well.
That was a really big one because that was supposed to be an exchange where, oh, they're doing Roshan right now. They got those 2 kills. It's nighttime. And he would have pushed in mid and pushed in bottom, got a ton of map control.
I mean, you're looking at, what, 4 deaths here on Skeeter?
Yeah.
That's a lot for his Naga, right?
Yes.
This is a TI winning Naga Siren carry. They got taught by another TI winning Naga Siren support / carry. Like, he's a damn good Naga, so for him to have 4 deaths, it's a lot on this hero. And that's a lot of time off the map where you're not pushing in the waves. You get so much breathing room. It has done work in this game as it'll be a second Roshan going Shopify's way. Aegis and Cheese, they'll give it to Saberlight. That is a rare sight.
I think AEY is going to have some words with both Snaking and Skeeter after this
AEY
game about the... Because
he's too chill, man. He's too chill.
He's too chill. Well, I've been learning anything from Reddit. You can't have coaches that are too chill.
That's true. I mean, your coach can't
rally
be too...
the troops.
Your coach can't be too chill, but he can't be too draconic either.
Okay.
And he can't be too mellow, like in the middle, because then he's useless. He can't be Bulba. Apparently.
Yeah, when it comes to Reddit, that is not the person you want to be.
Hey, but you got to embrace these things, make it your own, you know?
That's true. Got to make yourself a heel somehow. Look how well Quinn's doing.
I just had to bring him up. See, I'm not going to bring it up anymore because they'll just say I'm biased. Another thing I learned. Oh, day 1, game 1, you just went straight into it. That's great, Cap. Welcome back to DreamLeague, everybody. And here we are looking for the smoke that has worked all game for Shopify, but they will have troubles finding here. The Radiance is off for Arteezy. Still has that going for him.
Trying to hide his position while
if he pops it, they know.
Pops,
oh, you're in the wrong
He'll
neighborhood.
be able to get the chain stun pretty easily, and last 9 comes through with the save, and he does for a moment. The boat's going to help him out as well. Skeeter's going to be pretty tanky through this one. He's going to use the song, make a run for it. Is Tundra going to be able to
Have
reset
to
off
fight.
of this one, or are they going to keep going? Thompson's going to go for the back line here. The only heroes they have shown to be able to repeatedly kill is the supports, but what about the cores? On the left-hand side, Skater is still struggling to be able to get away from Arteezy and Sableye, and he dies. He just cannot get away from this trio. Yeah, Thompson will deal with the supports, but who the hell cares? If you don't have a core lineup that can deal with the Saberlight, this Dawnbreaker plus Earth Spirit plus Alchemist, you just don't have the damage for him.
I mean, you have the Undispellable Magnetize at this point as well. These Lotus Orbs and whatever are not doing anything for you. I'm honestly surprised Thompson got anything out of that.
Yeah, I mean, he saw an opportunity where he was
10,000. It's like Thompson versus 5, and everybody else running away. I mean, this is a Kunkka. It's doing some work. It's just so damn hard to stand your ground. There'll be another boat defense here to try and rally the troops. But Arteezy wants your base, he wants your throne, and the Chemical Rage going to work.
Well, best of luck to Thompson here, who's going to try and hold. Sableye is going to blow through his Aegis here. Another Torrent Storm.
I mean, if you remember, they don't have BKB for a little period here if you can get Arteezy.
Yeah, Arteezy's getting a little bit low. Is it possible? The Dawnbreaker heal? Oh, it's just enough.
We got the pop on the streak. 2,500 gold.
Immediate buyback, though, from Arteezy. He's going to try and come back in and end the game. I don't think he has bots to be able to join in on this fight.
Is this when did Shopify throw last?
It might be right now.
Update the domain name. Is it happening?
Okay, Thompson, disruption save is the Magnetize. Still going to be on him. Oh, shot from downtown from Criddle. Make sure that no Magnetize required. A buyback immediately from him. Can they catch anybody here? Arteezy, meanwhile, has made the run down the mid lane. It's about to join the team.
North American training right there for Crit.
He stays pinned to the shooting range lately.
I mean, this man's boot camped in the West for a couple of years now. Picked up some tips. Nice little shot to end up that fight, but that was an Arteezy buyback that did not yield in the game ending for a Kunkka buy, and that's it. Because you got to remember, Tundra did not have buys from the earlier engagement there, and they're buying out in this game pretty much. Expensive. Very expensive. I'm surprised at how well Thompson held that. I thought that was just going to be the game, but 5,000 HP Kunkka here with a Havoc Hammer. A lot to chunk through. And the second you're in an engagement where those BKBs are out, you can't get through the Sprout. I guess that's where this lineup can come together. Like post-BKB fight, everybody's still up. You get those spell damage control doing work for you. If you can get to the Sand King 25, we talked about it. All these late game talents coming in for Shopify, they are all raining down Havoc, but you get stuck in that Sandstorm slow with the Ags, with the blind, post-BKB.
Yeah, but post-BKB, it doesn't do anything during the BKBs, and that's been, I think, their biggest problem, right?
It has. Now you have 2 of them for Abed, so. He also has an Arcane Rune. That is okay.
This is some bullshit,
yeah,
by the way.
5/6 slotted Earth Spirit is already some bullshit. You throw an Arcane Rune on there, I mean, you're rolling before your roll's done. It's actually not fair.
It's not. It's a 3-second cooldown. It takes 0.6 seconds for him to get the roll off. He's pretty much constantly rolling. He's invulnerable more often than not.
I mean, the only thing they have going for him is he took the Undispellable Magnetize talent. Which is, I mean, it's a great talent.
Yeah,
but it's not the increased stun duration.
Nah,
the increased stun duration with an Arcane Rune and Octarine means you're basically getting perma-stun. You have a 0.5 second differential, which sometimes, I mean, what does that even do for you, right, if you're Tundra?
All I'm saying, why did he need to be invulnerable during the roll? Couldn't they have made him debuff immune?
You make trash invincible.
Oh, well, surely there was some middle ground there.
No.
No, what do you mean, no?
Valve doesn't work with middle grounds, man. All right, you want middle grounds?
I'm trying to
Go play a Riot game. And tell me how fun it is. There's a lot of middle ground.
Okay.
Give me the extremes. I want the trash to first ban, back to trash 10 times. There's a Sand King trajectory for you. Still no level 25, but he's looking to start the fight. It gets super split.
You can see they're really trying to target the backline now. This is going to be Tundra's answer is like, okay, maybe we can kill the Grimstroke and make something happen there. BKB is going to be used to finish off Snake King.
They're surviving. Strike.
Okay, Burrow Strike. Now the bolt's coming in. That's a Ghost Ship Fleet, by the way. So if he gets stunned here, he's going to get stunned over and over and over again.
Song on top of it.
Yeah, makes things a little bit weird. They could have set up with the Sandstorm and the boat, but they actually opted to try and get away from this fight with the song, but they have the pursuit. Saberlight's going to chase after him, and watch out, here comes Abed. So now you're going to have the constant rolls on top of this Naga Siren. He's not going anywhere, man. That Magnetize is going to last for a decade. Rolls onto Thompson next, while Skeeter's desperately trying to hide himself to the right-hand side, get away from this maniac that is this Earth Spirit. A kick away to the side. That'll finish off 9. Thompson's going to fall right next to him, and it's only Skeeter who will survive in that fight.
Fly buyback just secures that engagement. And like you said, going for the back line, but it's not that easy when you can just buyback, come straight back in.
Was
Another
that
fight
song
where...
good? What? Was the song good?
I don't know, man. I mean, I understand it because you have this double BKB Arcane Rune Earth Spirit on your back line. I mean, you kind of have the song, but that was kind of your one opportunity where the Arteezy Alchemist did not have BKB up and you were stunning him.
Yeah.
You kind of got to make the most of those. You still don't have this Sandstorm talent. There's just so much to battle up against here. It'll be another Tundra buyback to try and salvage something in a dire situation as Abed continues his rampage.
Too much damage. A buyback immediately from him, and now from 33. The Sandstorm trying to hold the throne alive here. But he's going to be pushed out of it pretty damn quickly. Kick back in, Song gonna go out. They don't have enough time for any other heroes to join them, and Arteezy just popped the BKB, gets the 1 kill. Now, with the bashes, might be able to finish up 33 as well. The Bushwhack holding him in, and that's good enough. Abed braving into the fountain without much of a care because he has 4,390 HP.
A nice little deso for Abed to finish up the throne. Why not? Look great on the scoreboard when it's done. They want a couple more for the road.
Yeah, might as well get the kill on Skeeter before you go.
Yeah, pad those.
Can they get it before the throne dies? They do.
One more for Saberlight, push him up to lucky number 13 here as, damn.